Hello and welcome back everybody to a brand new FTB Unstable. Things are going pretty well and I wanted to bring you guys back in just to update you on exactly what's going on here. And well, I derped a little bit last episode. Obviously you need a chest on top of the builder block to get it to work and, you know, process and whatnot. Uh-oh, did I click on that? Oh boy, I might have clicked on that. It's fine. It's fine. But anyways, it is working, and we've been getting some resources and stuff like that. And I've got some of the auto processing and whatnot going on here just to get some of the resources automatically done. Now, obviously, you can see we got a few other things, which is great. But one other thing that was mentioned is this is not mining the dimension at the moment. I realized afterwards that I can't place the builder in the dimension because I don't have any way of getting the items back over here. And to do that, I would need like a dimensional transceiver. For example, I think this is one of the only ones, maybe an ender chest type thing. And I don't really have the necessary goods to get this done. We need to go find some endermen in the end or something like that to get it done. But it's not too bad. As you can also see, I've built a whole another room here for our power area, getting our power stuff set up. There is a bug, you just saw it there, with the new FTB utilities. We did update the pack, and when you leave an area, okay, so you guys just saw wilderness up there, and I go back into my claimed area, it gets dark, alright? So, and it only happens for a split second, but it is something that is a bug that needs to be addressed, and there's not much I can do about it at this current point in time. I've moved our power up here, so we have the turbines. I added another bronze turbine here, so we're up to 400 RF per tick, but we aren't really making any syngas at the moment because of a lack of carbon going around. And our ender pearls, well, it's kind of dried up too, so we have no power at the moment, literally none. And not a big deal overall, but, you know, it's one of those things. So, we need to get some power. Yes, indeed, we need power. And, again, I swear, I'm saying this for like the third episode in a row that we need power. But it's true, we do. So, you know, it's one of those things. These guys are finally, I think, caught up on charcoal. Yeah, I think finally caught up on charcoal, which is good. But there's none in the buffer or anything like that, so we're good to go there. I think what I want to do is I want to have a consistent source of always renewable power that's going to help our system along. All right, so from below, you can see here, this is the current state of this area. It's very nice. I like it. I actually like the fact that it has a roof now. I think everything looks that much better. That, along with this room, just, oh, it's beautiful together. So, I think from there, what we really need to get going on is we need to get a renewable source of power, kind of like what we had for the solar panels. Solar panels would actually be very good here. And I think we're going to dive into some other solar panels right off the get-go. One other quick note, my fluid transposer stopped working. Not sure why with the mining upgrade. So instead, we've just gone with this block here, an infinite water source from pressure pipes, into a high pressure pump with a redstone signal and some pressurized fluid conduits to get it into the correct slot in the intake there to get our water. This system actually works better. It is way better and it's not very expensive. I would recommend doing this setup 9 times out of 10. It's pretty slick. You also won't have any water in your base because the infinite water source is tied into a block. So anyways, I want to do some solar panels. Well, let's take a look at some solar panels that we have available to us. We could go compact solar arrays for industrial craft power. It is a possibility, but I think we can do better than that. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to look at solar panel controller from Environmental Tech. All right, Environmental Tech. a very fantastic, cool-looking new mod with some good things. There is a void ore miner, so I'm pretty sure that's similar to things like the laser from MFR, and it's not too bad, really. It's really not. But we'll get into that maybe a little bit later on in this series. Yeah. It could be fun. We might look into it. Anyways, what we need, though, is we need some solar cells. So what we need is we need a solar panel controller tier 1, which requires a solar cell and some blocks of gold and lapis. Ooh, I hope I have everything that I actually need here. We need 4 of those. Excellent. That's a great start. And we need 4. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. Rip. We're short by 4 lapis. Oh, no. Luckily, we happen to have some right here. Perfect. 1. Bam. Got enough. We got enough. No big deal. Okay, 1 more. Excellent. All right, this guy, now we need the solar cell that goes in the middle here, which is going to require some of these photovoltaic cells, which is more lapis. Oh boy, our lapis is not that great at the moment. So let's actually take it all out, and let's do a quick, I think mining it with Fortune 3 is the best way to go. That gives us a chance of 9. And how many do I get from this? 7. 8. All right, we are gonna go with this. I think this is the better, about the same way to go. We got 8. There's a chance of a 9 in there, so we'll get some more lapis here and get this solar cell up and running. I think we're out of coal down below as well, so I'm going to get this solar cell. As you guys saw, the server is also about to restart, and let's get this thing nice and quickly here. What? Clear glass. What? All right, I'll get that. Enriched sand. Oh boy. All right, server reset happened, and we are back. Let's get our first solar cell. Now, this enriched sand takes nether quartz. So that actually is decently expensive, all things considered. And we're going to need a few more of those, so we're going to need some nether quartz overall. All right, controller, get. Now, this thing makes a solar panel kind of like a multi-block structure, if you know what I mean. So this guy doesn't do anything. It's not going to generate anything at all. And we actually need, I think we can put up to 8 solar cells around it, if I'm not mistaken. So, and then to improve on that, well, you can see the recipe here. It is not cheap, but I think it's pretty good overall. So let's, without further ado, let's see if I do 4, 8, 12 of those. That's a pretty good number, right? And then we're going to need 4, 8, 12 of those. Okay, we had just enough for our quartz. We are out of nether quartz. We're going to have to go and get some more here pretty soon, which is not ideal in the slightest, but it's okay. It's okay. This should give us at least the start. And then I want to see how these solar panels act, how they work and all that kind of stuff. I want to see how much power we generate, etc., etc. So there's our 12 clear glass, which pretty nice stuff probably. Boom. Let's get our 3 of them, right? 4 of them. It's 4 of them. It's 4 of them. 12 divided by 3 is 4. All right, good. So right now it is nighttime, correct? I think so. And I'm pretty sure from here, so this floor is actually 3 thick, as you can see, which is very nice and very beneficial when your pickaxe doesn't break, for basically running all this stuff. So let's see, does this connect there? All right, and then we can bring it 1 down and over like so. I need to repair my pickaxe nice and quickly. That's the thing when you go mining beforehand and then you forget to repair your tools. All right, good, good, It's good enough for now. I'm going to need to get more iron to repair things, but that's fine. Let's get back upstairs. I really need to get a better way to move about. I think we're getting to that point where we need more, just more efficient ways of getting around. Okay. So, let's see what this actually does for us. So, let's close this all up and make it look somewhat decently pretty. Like so, and like so. And let's see if this thing works. It looks like it's about to become day. I'm going to speed up the process by sleeping, though. Alright, so a quick pit stop. I did get some more nether quartz, and also I went into our aroma world to get some environmental tech blocks, because you actually do require these. And the reason you require these is, first of all, you want to make a digital guide, okay? Which is a book with one of those blocks. Okay, this is kind of your guide to all of environmental tech, you name it. Now, I've kind of looked at this guide, and it's not the most descriptive. But on the first, or second page, I should say, it says to get basically an assembler. Alright, so let's look at getting this assembler, because I do not have this solar stuff set up correctly. Alright, so the assembler is going to require, I have basalt at the moment, so it looks like we're going to need 2 pieces of obsidian and this basalt structure block tier 2, which means we need a tier 1, which means we need all of that. So let's quickly get ourselves this assembler and see what it's all about, really. So basalt, boom, give me the 1, excellent. Basalt tier 2, boom, give me the 1. Okay, so we have the tier 2 basalt. Good. Do we have obsidian? Yes, we do. Oh, fun little fact about RF tools. One of the things that we talked about numerous times in our episodes, etc., was the fact that the double clicking was a little bit annoying. Well, the beautiful mod of RF tools changed it, and we've updated. So you can click to pull out a full stack. You can shift click once to pull out a couple items. Oh, I love it. I love it. Excellent work. Kudos to all the mod devs in the world. I love them all. All right. So let's see. Let's see, how do we use this thing? Assembler. Hold or spam right click on controllers to assemble the multi-block. Shift right click in survival will instant break any multi-block blocks. And in creative, it'll instantly destroy the whole multi-block. Okay. Left click on any controller to be given a list of the required blocks for the structure. Alright, left click. Boom, there we go. Tier 1 solar. We need 16 structure blocks, tier 1 or above. Okay. We need 4 modified cores, or any upgraded version, and 9 solar cells. Okay. Now, also, the digital guide is telling us that this is going to give us 1100 RF per tick. So this is kind of worth it. This is big time worth it, in my opinion. So let's quickly get ourselves some more of those solar cells. I think I had 4 up there, which means we're going to need another 5, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to need another 3 times 5, 15 of these, right? 8, 12, 15. Good. Okay, and we're going to need some more of this stuff as well. We're going to need 15 of these too. You know what? I might just make 16 because that's way easier to craft. All right, we'll get those smelted up. I still haven't fixed the whole coal generator situation that we got going on here, but we should be good to go there. So that should give us the solar cells that we require. Now, it also said that we needed some modified core and structure blocks tier 1. So this basalt can give us the structure blocks tier 1. So it's a bit of gold and some redstone. And we're going to need 16 of those. So let's get the 16 of those that we require. Boom and boom. Very nice. So there's our structure blocks. Good. Now we need a modified core. 4 modified cores or any upgraded version. Alright, so let's look up the modified core. Ooh, modifier core is what it's called. Okay. Modifier core, which is a block of iron. Some more clear glass. Okay, we're going to need to get a few more of those. Definitely. Let's get, another 16 of those going. Okay, and some stone. So that's pretty cheap. That's not too bad. And all of this is going to get us how much? It's going to get us a decent amount of power. 1100 RF per tick is nothing to sneeze at all. All right, let's get our solar cells. We needed all of them that we can make, basically. 4 and 5. That should be good. We'll put that clear glass away. And we'll get ourselves ready for the modifiers. You done yet? Yeah, you're done. Good job. Good work, alloy smelter. Excellent. All right. Boom, and 4 of those. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make this thing good and proper. Let's do it. Let's do it right. Okay. Let's just see about changing this up. Okay, so we're gonna go like this into the ground here. Now right down here is going to be the controller, right on there. We're going to put the modifier controls like so. Good. We're going to put the solar cells on top like so. So it kind of makes like a big solar panel, if you know what I mean. Of course, they need to see the air and all that kind of stuff. And then all around it, oh, we need to move this all over by 1. Okay. All of it over by 1 block because I'm fussy and we built a nice space for all of this and we're going to use it properly. All right. So this is all going over 1 quick little block here. We can fill in accordingly. Good, and our solar cells go on top of that, like so. And then this basalt structure, tier 1, I think goes all the way around it, if I remember correctly, as my phone vibrates. Okay, so this goes all the way around, forming this beautiful looking thing. It's pretty big though, right? I mean, that's a pretty big structure. Okay. There we go, and we can go underneath. Excellent. So now, I think, as far as I'm aware, you put that guy there, and is it working? Are we getting power? Yeah, we're getting power. We are getting power. Excellent. So, we are gaining power quite rapidly, too, which is great. I love that. I like power. I like gaining power. Yes, indeed. Nothing wrong with that. Now, it's a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be going into this. But it's still pretty good. Now, I think what we have here is we have a problem of maxing out our cabling, which is now our current problem. So those energy conduits that we use, because this does 1100, we only have 640 RF per tick coming through. So we actually need to upgrade our cabling to the energetic alloy version of the conduits. This guy right here. I don't think we have the energetic alloy. We don't. So that would be some gold and some glowstone and all that kind of stuff that we need to grab. So, oh yeah, I keep forgetting. So we can shift, click out some. Excellent. Some glod. Beautiful. We need some glowstone. Shift click one of those. That should be enough. And some redstone to make up some energetic alloy. 3. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Excellent. Switch that over to the alloys mode and get to work. Alright. So that should be processing up. This guy is stopped. Does that mean we're done? That might mean we're done. And we are out of power down here. So let's quickly get some coal. And boom. We'll do this. Okay. And let's get this stuff smelted up into the red powerful coals of gloriousness, basically. Yeah, we're good. We're good. 4 upgrades seems to be the sweet spot for my current power capabilities. So let's get the red coal and at least get these guys fired up and running at their 80 RF per tick. Good and good. Okay, so that'll last at least a little bit. We got our energetics. I'm going to change out the conduits. I think that's enough. I think that'll be enough. We might be a hair short. We'll see. Because we might need the extra one right there. That might be the one that we are out on. Yeah, perhaps. We'll see. We shall see. All right. I'm going to replace all of this so that we can get all of our capacity coming in appropriately. Oh, we have 1 to spare. Good stuff. All right. Good and good. So now we're getting over 500 bonus input at the moment. But also on this side, you see that we've lost our connection over here with our energy. So we can just actually remove that guy because it wasn't doing anything for us. And maybe we will put it in right there. I don't know. Yeah, we can actually do that because these Endergenic are covering it. So that should then also be an input there. Okay, good. So for right now, we got a bit of a Kryllyk wire job, but it's doing the job so far. Now, we're losing 384 because it's nighttime now. So these do not generate any power at night. So that is going to be a bit of a problem. And that might mean that we need to invest in a lot more of capacitors to hold the power for while, you know, during the day to expunge it at night. Because once we fire this guy back up again, we're going to be draining more power per time anyways, right? So, I mean, yeah, we're getting 1,000 in, but it's going to go pretty fast at nighttime when we're getting nothing in. But luckily, we should also have these guys as backup. Why are they... Oh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's why we're getting so much in right now. We have these guys producing as well. So that's great. All right. Good stuff. I like it. Good show. These solar panels are very good. I'm really actually interested to see what the tier 2 and stuff is going to entail. There's other cool things like lightning rods and the void ore miner, which I definitely want to get into pretty darn soon here. But as you can see, our capacitor bank is filling up very quickly, which means we need to make some more or some better capacitor banks and really overall improve our stuff. I'm going to check the time on the video. We're almost at wrapping up. I can feel it. We've got our power situated, basically. We're fine there. This should start backlogging very nicely. This is currently on hold until we need it later. And yeah, so far so good, I think. That's going to handle our needs for quite a bit of time. I think the next step would be to pipe it in to combine it to everything over here. But we'll worry about that pretty soon here. Alright, so we're going to at least get a couple things here done. So I want to make a capacitor bank and upgrade them at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this recipe of upgrading our previous capacitor banks into the new one to begin with. Alright, so for that we're going to need a double layer capacitor. Good. And voila, that should do it. We should be able to make at least one. Yeah, so then we're missing another double layer. Good, to make another one, which we should be able to do with a couple of basic capacitors. All right, perfect. So these two right here are coming out like so. This bigger one is going in its place right there. So this guy is receiving an enormous amount of power, which is perfect. That's what I wanted to see. And then these guys can go in these spots like so. And we can craft up another capacitor bank and combine it and just kind of get our power system even greater. So now we're talking 10 million RF in this thing. We can accept up to 5,000 at a time, which is wonderful. And overall, that's going to be quite a bit better. I wouldn't mind making a few more of these, to be honest, and getting them all put together, because, or we could look to upgrade to a vibrant at some point in time here as well, taking both of those capacitor banks with some vibrant alloy. It's not a bad idea to go with, but I think for right now these guys are going to work for us. The other option is we can get the electrical steel going. Either way, they require the same amount of resources basically, except for now it requires electrical steel instead, if that makes sense. So you're trading a little bit more redstone, because it requires 2 blocks of redstone instead of 1, for electrical steel, which is silicone and coal dust and iron and power. So what I think I'm going to go with is, I think I'm going to make some more electrical steel, because that stuff's very easy for us to make, because we have a ton of coal powder, we have a ton of silicon, there it is, and we have a decent amount of iron as well. So we're just going to make these guys into the electrical steel, so that will be solved, and that should give us ample opportunity to make a lot of the capacitor banks in general with these double layers. So we can just do this and say 4, for example, but we need more of these, so we'll make more of those. Double times 4, perfect, and away we go. So anyways, once we get the electrical steel done, that should give us enough to make another capacitor bank. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Perfect, 4, nailed it. This will give us another capacitor bank. The more the merrier. Craft me the one, and let's add it to our total over here and see how we're doing. Boom, we are losing, but now we have 15 million, which by theory should definitely last us a night with both of our things running at 200 per tick. 240 per tick. And actually what we could do is we could actually even look at now upgrading our spawner if we so choose. I don't think we actually need to, but we could do it if we wanted to. Yeah, so we're looking at a very good return here at the moment. You're going to be around 700 or so just from this one solar panel structure of power coming in. Now, we can upgrade to a tier 2 down the road. A tier 2 is going to require quite a bit more solar panels and such. You know what? We should find out, right? Let's find out what it actually takes to do. So, we need a solar panel controller tier 2, which is 2 of these tier 1s. Oh, all the blocks of gold. Oh, dear. Okay, we're not doing that quite yet. Not quite yet. Let's worry about getting a couple other things up and running first before we go crazy. I think the next thing that we're going to look at is this void miner. I really want to have a look at it and see what it's like. It should be pretty easy to get. I have some diamond ore. I have nether quartz ore. I can easily get some iron ore. Outside of that, I think we're pretty darn good. We're going to need some more of this stuff. So I'm going to make a decent amount of it. And yeah, other than that, we should be good to go for a little bit. Once we get our power situated and stabilized and resources coming in, I think we need to do an overhaul on our storage as well. We need to either filter some RF storage, or maybe we go with storage drawers with the storage scanner and some sort of a system like that. We could also try refined storage. It has been updated a few times, and I'm not sure if the issues that were there that other people experienced are still there from what people have told me. So I'm not too sure. Lots of little options to do, and we'll see what we end up doing overall. Thank you all so much for watching this episode. I really do appreciate all the love and support, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.